Tonight, the red carpet rolls out across the globe for the biggest night in entertainment. The tradition, the glamour, the motion pictures, the stars. It's all here, live on the red carpet. Welcome to Oscar Countdown 2006. The gold rush and glitter begin right here as Hollywood gets ready for its biggest party. After weeks of waiting, this is the night dreams come true as the stars begin their journey down the most famous red carpet in the world.
And I understand you were such a fan, Kira, of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice that you really didn't want to take the part. Here we are at the Oscars on the red carpet. Thank God you did. But why wouldn't you want to have that part?
I was so terrified. I thought that I'd mess it up and do it really badly, and she's my favorite character in English literature, and I couldn't take it.
Such self-loathing from a beautiful girl. How can that be?
Oh, I don't know. It's a British thing.
Now, the dress is absolutely a knockout. You know, in the fashion world, on the day after the red carpet, there is the wasn't she lovely and the what was she thinking category. Did you think about that?
Terrify me. You're trying to terrify me, aren't you?
I'm trying to tell you, you made it. You look so great.
Thank you very much. No, yes, it's rather nice. I can't actually walk, but I can stand rather well, so it's fine.
Well, we'll make sure we get off this camera. Don't move until it's time. Okay. Thank you, Keira Knightley.
That's right. Also, Keira Knightley, we loved her off-the-shoulder garnet. Best of all, only tried on 10 dresses. Said this morning she didn't starve herself to get into her dress. She had French toast and maple syrup this morning. So every woman in America loves that. We also absolutely positively love Felicity Huffman.
And I'm alongside one of America's best-loved actresses, Jennifer Aniston. Welcome to the Oscar.
Thank you very much.
Now, you bring some divided loyalties to the red carpet, do you not? Because two of your co-stars in your new movie, Friends with Money, are both nominated in the Best Supporting Actress category.
No.
Frances McDormand and Catherine Keener.
Yeah.
So which one of them thinks that you're rooting for her?
Oh, I don't think they're putting that pressure on me in any way. Any way, shape, or form.
This is a gorgeous dress, as we can see, and you are a style icon. People wanting to imitate your look, your fashion style. When you were young, who were the Oscar icons for you? Who were the style icons who rocked the red carpet back in your day?
Oh, good gosh. Well, Jessica Lange, I always thought was exquisite. And Diane Keaton, of course, always was... You're open for a good amount of fun.
Idiosyncratic, yeah.
Yes.
Fabulous night. Will you make it a big night? Is this an enjoyable night for you to be out and about?
I don't know yet. Hopefully. You're starting it off, so I think it's pretty okay.
It's fascinating. What do you think of the films that are up this year? A lot of independent films with a unique point of view. What was your take on it?
I think it's wonderful. I love that. I mean, they're not big box office movies, obviously, and, you know, they're really sort of showpieces for talent and story, and I just think that they're some wonderful movies.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great time.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Billy.
And joining me is that very powerful...
Our next presenter and I, this is actually kind of exciting, I want to let you guys know. Our next presenter and I have been looking for a project to do together for a really long time, and she claims this is it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Academy Award nominee, Reese Witherspoon.
We all go to the theater looking for movies to carry us away, hoping to enter a world we have never imagined. We got to visit 3 strange, different, and enchanted worlds in this year's nominees for Best Animated Feature. They are...
Howl's Moving Castle, Hayao Miyazaki. Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, Mike Johnson and Tim Burton. Wallace and Gromit in The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Nick Park and Steve Box.
And the Oscar goes to Wallace and Gromit in The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Nick Park and Steve Box.
This is the first Academy Award and nomination for Steve Box, the 5th nomination and 4th Oscar win for Nick Park.
This is amazing. Actually, we've got a little thing just to match the old bow ties for coordination.
We just happened to bring them along, just in case.
Just want to give a great big thank you to Helena Bonham Carter and particularly to Peter Sallis, who has been the voice of Wallace. He's here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at the Oscars. He's been the voice of Wallace for the last 23 years, and you've been an absolute gem, Peter, and you've sparkled all the way. Also, thank you to Jeffrey Katzenberg and DreamWorks, who also sparkle, and they've been a great support to this very personal film of ours. And just the whole crew back in Bristol, England, at Aardman Animations, thank you so much, you're great. And a little message from Steve.
Somebody once said, if you make a bad film, you make it alone. If you make a great film, everybody made it with you. We all made it together, guys. Cracking cheese, Gromit.
Wow, that was wonderful. George Clooney getting the first Oscar there. That was really nice. Very proud of him. It's the kind of thing that could really get a fella laid. All right. How much more can he have? Before we move on, I want to make a quick program note about acceptance speeches. As always, the producers are incredibly concerned with them running long. So this year, they've come up with a surefire way to respectfully keep speech length to a minimum. Here to demonstrate two-time Oscar winner, Tom Hanks.
Thank you. I am in shock. Oh, wow. This guy is a lot heavier than you think he's going to be. All right, I have to thank Cubby, our director. Cubby, you took us on not just a movie, but an adventure to the streets of Toronto, to the hills of Jamaica, all to make this quintessentially American story. I'd like to thank the staff back at the hotel for taking such good care of me. I'm getting the wrap up. Wait a minute, Mr. Music. I want to thank Paulie DeCoco, Wyatt Bartlett, Lowell Smith, Danny Strebeck, Manny Miller, all of these, my crack team of show business experts. Everybody down at the Playtone, Galaxy of Stars, Hooch, Hey, to be here with you all is to walk on the shoulders of giants.
Let that be a lesson to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ben Stiller.
Tonight, I am presenting the award for excellence in visual effects. Or should I say, thanks to the miracle of green screen technology, my disembodied head is. Those of you in the audience, take a look at the monitors next to the stage and you'll see what over 1 billion viewers worldwide are marveling at right now. Freaky, isn't it? You might even say that since the early days of cinema, visual effects have come full circle. This is blowing Spielberg's mind. In a moment, even my head will disappear, and for the first time in Oscar history, an Academy Award will be presented by no one. Don't worry, I'm still here. Or am I here? And the nominees are...
The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Dean Wright, Bill Westenhofer, Jim Burney, and Scott Farrar. For King Kong, Joe Letteri, Brian Vantall, Christian Rivers, and Richard Taylor. For War of the Worlds, Dennis Murin, Pablo Hellman, Randall M. Dutra, and Daniel Sudik. Envelope, through the power of movie magic, open yourself. And the Oscar goes to Joe Letteri, Brian Van Hull, Christian Rivers, and Richard Taylor for King Kong.
This is the first Academy Award for Brian Van Hull and Christian Rivers, the third Academy Award for Joe Letteri, and the fifth Academy Award for Richard Taylor.
Thank you. This is tremendous. You know, for those of us who aren't actors, it's really a thrill to be able to create a character and a performance like Kong. But, you know, I've got to say we had a really great actor working with us the whole time to show us how it's done. I've got to thank Andy Serkis for really giving us the heart of Kong. Thank you. Peter Jackson, Peter, just thank you for continuing to surprise us and delight us, guide us, and for making films that we all love. Fran Walsh, Philippa Boyens, thank you for giving us this incredible story. To our producers, Carol Cunningham, Jan Blenken, Eileen Moran, Annette Wallums, thank you for keeping it all together. To everyone at Weta, just a fantastic group of artists. We love working with you. Thanks for your dedication. And to all of our friends at Universal, thank you for making it all happen.
Congratulations to the winners, and congratulations to Ben Stiller and his amazing green unitard. It's good to have proof that he's Jewish.
Ladies and gentlemen, Will Ferrell and Steve Carell.
Of all the tools an actor has in creating the perfect look for a part, none is more important than the skillful use of makeup.
Well said, Steve. Makeup artists are the magicians of the movie industry, transforming actors and actresses into gods and goddesses of perfect appearance through techniques handed down by the master practitioners of their craft for over 5,000 years.
The makeup artist's commitment to excellence is all-consuming, and we would not be who we are without them. By the way, Will, you look great.
Thank you. You look great, too. Man, you smell really good, too. Can I ask what you're wearing?
It's called Pineapple Bliss.
Oh. Are you all right?
That's my eyelashes. The nominees for Achievement in Makeup are Howard Berger and Tammy Lane for The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. David Leroy Anderson and Lance Anderson for Cinderella Man. Dave Elzy and Nikki Gooley for Star Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
And the Oscar goes to Howard Berger and Tammy Lane for The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
This is the first Oscar and nomination for Howard Berger and Tammy Lane.
Well, I'm just glad that Clooney doesn't do makeup, so I'm worked out well. Well, this is really an amazing life, and it all started when I was a little boy and my mother read me Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak, and at that point I knew I wanted to go live with the monsters. Real quick, I want to thank Disney, Mark Johnson, Walden Media, Cary Granite, Perry Moore, my partners in crime at K&B Effects Group, Robert Kurtzman and Greg Nicotero, everyone that was there with me through the journey, a year and a half of this magnificent project, my Aslan, Andrew Adamson, my inspiration, Kelsey, Travis, and Jake, my best friend Sandy, Rick Baker, Dick Smith, Stan Winston, Richard Taylor, Danny Strepak, and I want to dedicate this to my parents, Kenneth and Susan Berger. Right now I know they're looking down upon me and saying, we're proud of you that you are living with the monsters and running through the forest with the wild things. Thank you.
Thanks.
I have to say congratulations to the Chronicles of Narnia for that. That really was an amazing makeup job. I'm a little surprised Cinderella Man didn't win that category. I just think, you know, imagine the difficulty in making Russell Crowe look like he got into a fight. It just... That's, I'm going to be pummeled later this evening, aren't I? Very nice. Luke, can I get a shot behind me of this statue by any chance real quick? Can we see that? Do you think that if we all got together and pulled this down, democracy would flourish in Hollywood? Jimmy Caan would grab a sandal and just start hitting it?
You come down that red carpet with all the flashbulbs and the shouting and the questions about the dress, and you forget that the only wardrobe choices that really matter are the 5 that we're about to see. They are the best costumes of the year, drawn from several decades by 5 brilliant designers. Almost culinary confections themselves, the delectable designs of nominee Gabriella Pascucci were a visual feast for moviegoers in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The colorful kimonos and customs of an era long gone were the inspiration for the costumes created by nominee Colleen Atwood in Memoirs of a Geisha. Some of the actresses wore nothing at all, but nominee Sandy Powell kept the rest of the cast well covered in 40s-era costumes for Mrs. Henderson Presents. Novelist Jane Austen herself would surely nod with approval at the 18th century British apparel created by nominee Jacqueline Duran for Pride and Prejudice. Just like his music, the life and loves of Johnny Cash were full of fireworks, and so were the costumes created by nominee Ariane Phillips for Walk the Line. And the Oscar goes to Colleen Atwood, Memoirs of a Geisha.
This is the 2nd Academy Award and 6th nomination for Colleen Atwood. She took home her first Oscar for Chicago.
Thank you all very much. So many people to thank for making this film. It was an effort that circled the globe and came together here in Los Angeles, thanks to Sony Pictures, who were brave enough to make a movie about a woman. Fantastic. Thank you very much. To Rob Marshall, my fantastic director, whose vision I only share. To my amazing daughters who are with me here tonight, to my team of people who really kept it together for me, Cheryl, Christine, and Colleen, and to the most beautiful cast anybody could ever dream of dressing, and most of all, to the people of Japan who gave me so much knowledge and grace. Thank you.
Here are the nominees for original score. Brokeback Mountain by Gustavo Santaolalla. The Constant Gardener by Alberto Iglesias. Memoirs of a Geisha by John Williams. Munich by John Williams. Pride and Prejudice by Dario Marianelli. And the Oscar goes to Gustavo Santaolalla for Brokeback Mountain.
This is the first Academy Award and nomination for Gustavo Santaolalla. He was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Thank you so much, members of the Academy. I'm so proud to have worked in this movie, Brokeback Mountain, a movie that once again shows us that love is what makes us all very similar, in spite that we can be so different too. I want to thank a few people. I want to thank Ang Lee for his vision, his support, his guidance. I want to thank Diana, Osana, Larry McMurtry, and Annie Proulx for their inspiration. James Seamus and David Lindy, everybody at Focus. Kathy Nelson, Robert Messenger at First Artist, my co-producer and brother Aníbal Kerpel, my orchestrator David Campbell, Bob Bernstein, Ron Goldstein. I want to thank my family, my wife Alejandra, my kids, Ana, Luna, and Don Juan. And last but not least, I want to dedicate this to my mother, a mi madre, to my country, Argentina, and to all the Latinos. Para todos los Latinos, muchas gracias. Thank you.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Jessica Alba, and Eric Bana will be here next, as well as Meryl Streep and Lily Tomlin honoring a movie legend. Stay tuned to the 78th Annual Academy Awards on ABC. Last year's Best Supporting Actor for $1 Million Baby and The Penguin's Best Friend, Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman.
We had faces then, as the heroine of Sunset Boulevard famously remarked in describing the birth of the movies. Well, we have faces now. And the 5 warm, beautiful, intelligent, expressive, and demonstrative faces of these 5 women filled this year's screens with joy. Here are the nominees for the Best Supporting Actress. Amy Adams in Junebug. Catherine Keener in Capote. Frances McDormand in North Country. Rachel Weisz in The Constant Gardener. Michelle Williams in Brokeback Mountain. And the Oscar goes to Rachel Weisz, The Constant Gardener.
This is the first Academy Award for Rachel Weisz, known to audiences for her lead role in The Mummy and The Mummy Returns.
Thank you so much to the Academy for this tremendous, tremendous honor. I share it with others. Ralph Fiennes, my luminous acting partner, Fernando Morales, our director, who's brimming over with such humanity, and our dignified, sensitive producer, Simon Channing Williams. And of course, John le Carré, who wrote this unflinching, angry story, and he really paid tribute to the people who are willing to risk their own lives to fight injustice, and they're greater men and women than I. But thank you so much. Thank you.
Three, 6 months. I know where I'll be at the after party. 3-6. I'll see you at 3. 2 of them are English. 2 of them are American. 1 of them is South African American. Strange. 4 of them are fine ladies, 1 of them is a great dame. Here are the nominees for actress in a leading role. Judi Dench in Mrs. Henderson Presents. Charlize Theron in North Country. Keira Knightley in Pride and Prejudice. Felicity Huffman in Transamerica. Reese Witherspoon in Walk the Line. And the Oscar goes to Reese Witherspoon, Walk the Line.
This is the first Academy Award nomination for Reese Witherspoon. Being from Nashville, Tennessee, she knew the music, the feeling, the attitude, and the culture of the country music scene. She even played Mama Maybelle Carter in a 4th grade play.
Oh my goodness. Never thought I'd be here my whole life, growing up in Tennessee. I want to say that Johnny Cash and June Carter had a wonderful tradition of honoring other artists and musicians and singers, and I really feel that tradition tonight. It is very important, and I really feel it, so I want to thank the Academy for this incredible honor. I want to say thank you to so many people who helped me create this role. Everyone at Fox, Kathy Conrad, James Keach for producing the film. A very special thank you to Jim Mangold, who directed the film and also wrote this character, who is a real woman, who has dignity and honor and fear and courage, and she's a real woman. And I really appreciate that. It was an incredible gift that you gave me, so thank you. And T-Bone Burnett for helping me realize my lifelong dream of being a country music singer. Thank you, T-Bone. And I want to say thank you to Joaquin Phoenix, who just put his heart and soul into this performance. His commitment and passion for this character and for this performance was just remarkable, and I feel so lucky to have gone on this journey with you. I'm so blessed to have my family here tonight. My mother and my father are here, and I just want to say thank you so much for everything, for being so proud of me. It didn't matter if I was making my bed or making a movie. They never hesitated to say how proud they were of me, and that means so very much to a child. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I want to say thank you to my wonderful husband and my 2 children who should be going to bed, and thank you for loving me so much and supporting me. I want to say that my grandmother was one of the biggest inspirations in my life. She taught me how to be a real woman, to have strength and self-respect, and to never give those things away. And those are a lot of qualities I saw in June Carter. And people used to ask June how she was doing, and she used to say, "I'm just trying to matter." And I know what she means, you know, I'm just trying to matter and live a good life and make work that means something to somebody, and you have all made me feel that I might have accomplished that tonight. So thank you so much for this honor.
Please welcome 2-time Oscar winner, Hilary Swank.
Good evening. As a film actor, you've got to figure out how to get the character you're playing small enough to get through the tiny lens, yet big enough to fill the largest screen. The craft consists of making the right choices. The art consists of not noticing the craft. Here are this year's 5 nominees. Terrence Howard in Hustle and Flow. Heath Ledger in Brokeback Mountain. Joaquin Phoenix in Walk the Line. David Strathairn in Good Night and Good Luck. 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 Good The Oscar goes to Philip Seymour Hoffman in Capote.
This is the first Academy Award and nomination for Philip Seymour Hoffman. His big screen break was in Boogie Nights. During his 36 days filming Capote, even in between shots and during breaks, Hoffman tried to stay in character vocally and physically.
Wow, I'm in a category with some great actors, fantastic actors, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. I would like to thank Bill Vince and Caroline Barron and Danny Rosette. The film wouldn't have happened without them. I'd like to thank Sarah Fargo. I'd like to thank Sarah Murphy. I'd like to thank Emily Ziff, my friends. I'd like to thank Bennett Miller and Danny Futterman, who I love. You know the Van Morrison song, I love, and he keeps repeating it like that. And I'd like to thank Tom Bernard and Michael Barker. Thank you so much. And my mom's name is Marilyn O'Connor, and she's here tonight. And I'd like, if you see her tonight, to congratulate her because she brought up 4 kids alone, and she deserves a congratulations for that. And we're at the party, Ma, you know. And she took me to my first play, and she stayed up with me and watched the NCAA Final Four. And my passions, her passions became my passions. And you know, be proud, Mom, because I'm proud of you, and we're here tonight, and it's so good. Thank you.
I'm excited. Our next presenter allowed us to hit him over the head with a viola. You got to respect that. Please welcome two-time Academy Award winner, Tom Hanks.
The category is directing, and all 5 nominees this year have chosen projects of social significance to stimulate the mind as well as entertain the audience. And the nominees are: for Brokeback Mountain, Ang Lee; for Capote, Bennett Miller; for Crash, Paul Haggis; for Good Night and Good Luck, George Clooney; for Munich, Steven Spielberg. And the Oscar goes to Ang Lee for Brokeback Mountain.
This is the first Academy Award for Ang Lee and his 3rd nomination. As director for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, he accepted the Foreign Language Film Oscar for Taiwan.
Well, I wish I know how to quit you. First of all, I want to thank 2 people who don't even exist. Or I should say, they do exist because the imagination of Annie Proulx and the artistry of Larry McMurtry and Diana Osana. Their names are Ennis and Jack. And they taught all of us who made Brokeback Mountain so much about not just all the gay men and women whose love is denied by society, but just as important, the greatness of love itself. Thank you. Thank you, members of the Academy, for this tremendous honor. And to everyone at Focus Features, in particular, David Lindy, James Sheamus, thank you for your love and support. To Bill Pollard, Tori Metzger, Ira Schreck, Joe DiPaolo, many thanks, and a special thanks to David Lee. And thanks to my wife, Jan Lin, and my boys, Han and Mason. I love you. On Brokeback, I feel you're with me every day. And I just did this movie after my father passed away. More than any other, I made this for him. And finally, to my mother and family and everybody in Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, 谢谢大家的关心. Thank you.
The best motion picture of the year. It all comes down to these 5 wonderful films. The nominees are Brokeback Mountain, Diana Osana and James Seamus, producers. Capote, Caroline Barron, William Vince and Michael O'Hoven, producers. Crash, Paul Haggis, Kathy Schulman, of course, producers. Good night and good luck. Brad Heslov, producer. Munich, Kathleen Kennedy, Steven Spielberg, Barry Mendel, producers. And the Oscar goes to Crash.
Crash was nominated for 6 Academy Awards tonight, winning 3 for Film Editing, Original Screenplay, and Best Motion Picture.
Go. Get up there.
I can't even start. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, thank you so much. What an amazing night. Thank you to all of the members of the Academy for embracing.
Thank them by name, every single one.
For embracing our film about love and about tolerance, about truth. Thank you to the people all around the world who have been touched by this message. And we are humbled by the other nominees in this category. You have made this year one of the most breathtaking and stunning maverick years in American cinema. Thank you. We'd like to thank Lionsgate. Boy, did you do a job. John Feldheimer and everyone in every office of that building, and we would not be here today if it were not for Tom Ortenberg and for Sarah Greenberg. Thank you. Thank you also to our financiers, Andy Reamer, Jan Korbelin, Marina Grasic, Bob Yari, to our producers, our partners, Mark Harris and Bob Yari, and Don Cheadle and Bobby Moresco. Thank you. Don Cheadle, our partner, we wish you could be here with us tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to my husband, to my wife, and to all of our families.